from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in just in an absolute free fall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you...
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. The bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run back to the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw, it's Carr. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. New England's offense set to go.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. Second and 14. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll look to throw here. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a fade down at the 32-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The Patriots now at 2-5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed outside. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. 4 catches, 61 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Open man is Uzama. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run with Carter. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Carr. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Carter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Carter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick plan in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases.
The kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Continuing, remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And New York set to take the field. And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, 1st and goal. They'll run with Carter. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Carter, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art as isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them. They may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Harris. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A gain of 15. First down, Patriots. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield. That's Smith-Schuster. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Harris is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Harris pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, tried his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone that way.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Now Carter to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. And that's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Carr. He finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Carr now on first down. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action. Now Carr. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now Carr again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Carr. Wilson's got it complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now a play fake. Carr. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Carr going to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. A throw to the flat for Carter. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Completes it to Davis. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And this is going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Jets kicker, Cairo Santos. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. New England's offense set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Once again, here comes Garrett Wilson in the Jets offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. He'll look to throw. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The final shot here before half for Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 16. They'll set up to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. Going to be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jets will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game, try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Nothing on Faines at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Harris running straight ahead, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they put up the stop sign there as these guys will get it at the 25. And now out come the Jets. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Taken in left side. It's Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carter straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carter once more. And some good acceleration there. It's an 8-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Carr. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Carr to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Back to the ground with Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Carr completes it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Working with a 2nd and 3. To throw his Carr. And that's to Michael Carter out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Carr. And it's caught. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Going for it. It's Carter. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Patriots get the football back. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A give, Carter running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some space here. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 25-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
For Harris. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
After the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Gay knocks this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So out now come the Jets. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Wilson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he'll just get rid of it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
In just a couple of seconds, running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Let's go with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Carr out to throw. And he's going to go down again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So that, another sack for the first season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. Again, it's Harris on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll toss it out right to Strong. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll run out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. The scoreboard is going, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Following the fumble recovery, Carr. Open man here is Conklin. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Carter will try the right side. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Carter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. If they get nothing else here on 3rd down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot. Here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Patriots ready to try again on offense. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And caught by Henry. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down. They'll toss to Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's
one of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll set up a throw, and this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4.
To be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff,
and this is going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now here's another carry for Harris. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Gay's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
So Derek Carr in the offense, down by a field goal, 2:13 remaining. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he dumps this off over the middle and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Here's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Carr. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Carr signaled to his guys, let's go here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing his Carr. And that is incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Patriots send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. New York ready to go again offensively. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Carr to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Carter. And he'll give him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Now a first throw here in overtime. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And New York set to take the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. What can Carr do now with his drive? And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Here's the Jets punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. This is a big spot for a rookie QB in overtime. It's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is. And we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Carter, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. on play action. Now Carr. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Carter. 68 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another tote for Carter. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So here's Cairo Santos on the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Jets are going to win the football game. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory. So this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for the Jets, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year.